Right, everyone. Let me welcome you to Apex Trades. This is my first YouTube video. I've been trading for about, on and off anyway, maybe 3 years. It's only in the last 6 months I've probably taken it seriously. And I feel like I'm at a point where I guess I've got just enough education to hopefully be consistent. And I think as a trader, that's the main aim. Yeah, that's what you're trying to aim to. You don't really, you want to try and clip your losers and make your winners run, but that's not as easy as it seems, because when emotions come into play, that's really the difference around being consistent. So what I wanted to do, so taking all the information that I've gathered over the years, I set myself a challenge. And that challenge is really to make me be honest about the decisions I make, almost like a trading journal, whether they're right, wrong, indifferent, but almost sharpen my decision-making skills by essentially putting it out on YouTube. So here's the challenge. I want to go from $500 to $5,000. I don't think I'm going to put a time limit on it, because I don't think that's conducive to drive emotional behavior, or in fact it will drive emotional behavior, and I don't want that. So I don't really want to state what the time frame will be. However, what I will be looking for is for each trade, or at least each winning trade, to be at least 20% profit from my total holdings. So what am I going to do? Well, look, I'm going to use BTC to trade. It's the one I'm most familiar with. I've invested in crypto for some time, and so I want to use BTC as the starting block for the instrument that I'll trade. I feel like I know it at least to some level of expertise. Let me talk about the programs that I want to use. So TradingView, it seems to be a stock standard for most people who want to trade. I like it. I think it gives me everything I need. There are some limitations, but at least for me, it gives me the right kind of indicators that I use to hopefully set me up. And I'll go through what them indicators are as part of the session. So the next program I will be using will be Bookmap. Now, the reason I use Bookmap specifically is to realize where the true volume and liquidity is residing, whether that's volume to the upside or volume to the downside. I really like to see how that liquidity is moving for the order flow, because I think that for me I feel like it's a more accurate way of determining how things are moving and shaping within the markets, rather than just using, support and resistance levels and typical indicators like EMAs and things like that, in order to figure out where you want to be moving. So I'll be using Bookmap, and then I'll be using Qcoin for my trading platform to take my orders. I'll be using the perpetual futures, and I will be documenting everything, like I say. So the plan is to try to get from $500 to $5,000. I will try and I'll try and stream as much as I can, or at least capture as much as I can, at least in terms of when I'm putting the orders in, potentially what my levels are. However, the only problem with that is, this isn't a fit and forget kind of game. You've got to be able to manipulate things in order to see how the markets react to certain events. So, it's never going to be a perfect kind of input where I'll put a value in at a specific level, and then it'll remain there if it's not being filled. I'll need to change to that, and that might not always be captured, but I'll do my level best. So yeah, I think on the next session, what I plan to do is go over, before I do any trades, I'm going to explain a little bit about what I'll be implementing, what strategies and setups I'll be focusing on, what indicators I'll be using, how I'll be implementing Bookmap, and then I will reveal my Qcoin account, and then from that point, I will have my futures account on live view. So, you'll see that $500, and hopefully it'll grow from that to the goal being $5,000. Now, the reason I want to do this is because it's only going to go one of two ways. Either I'll be a success and okay, I'll have taken $500 to $5,000, fantastic, goal achieved or whatever, or I'll be one of that statistic of the 95% of traders don't make it. And the reason I want to do this is because whether that's true, false, or indifferent, we'll be able to kind of validate and see where I fit within that remit. And if I do fail, why did I fail? What did I fail on? Was my emotional element too much? Did I get my levels wrong? Was my entry points wrong? Was I too greedy? All of that kind of stuff. So feel free to follow me along or don't. I don't mind. This is more for me than anyone else, if I'm completely honest. So take that as you will. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.